Hello, everybody. It's been a while. Um, Once again, addressing you when it's really late. I'm here for another self critique, self analysis, self evaluation type thing with a little bit of a twist. Um, so, once again, if you could, at the very end of the video, after we've discussed this whole thing, I would love it if you guys could critique and especially tell me which one you think is better, left or right. If you're any time of the day, please just comment down below, left or right, or you can give me a longer description, why it's better, what can I do to improve, especially on what I can do to improve. I always want to keep improving. Now, let's give some context to this whole thing because this video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a bit of a rant, and some things I need to get out of my chest. 10 days ago, I drew the right side. At the time, I enjoyed it. At the time, I thought it was good. I thought it was so good that I made it my banner. If you follow me on Instagram, I made it my banner, my top banner. And I thought, hey, this is actually pretty good. And the reason was because I don't usually do backgrounds. I don't usually do this much coloring. I haven't done a foreshortened pose in quite some time. So I thought, hey, this is something fun, and I'm glad I did it. I put it away. I come back 3 days later to do a self-analysis using this piece because I thought it was one of my best or one of my better ones that I've done recently. So I usually try to self-evaluate the better ones because, evaluating your best, you can push that fence a little farther. I come back to self-evaluate this and I come to a different conclusion than I did when I first drew it. My new conclusion was, this is some of the worst stuff I've produced. This is pretty ugly. This is pretty bad. There are not words that I could use to describe how bad I felt for thinking it was good at all when I first drew it. Hell, when I first posted it. There are a lot of things I can say about it. I could say, hey, the cube-like construction you use to ground yourself in the perspective clearly shines through these flat lines. They don't curve like they're going around an organic figure. It looks like there's a giant flat plane on her front. Hey, the values you use in order to create shadows aren't very diversified and they don't go dark enough. They're pretty boring. Hey, the line work's kind of bad. Hey, the face looks kind of weird. But I think we here, even you having looked at it for only a couple of minutes, can easily point out why this is horrible. It's because, in my opinion, 4/3 of the piece is taken up by a giant block of disgusting flat color that is broken up in giant geometric shapes that don't hint at much form, almost randomly, with very questionable bits of shadow. And it's that it takes up 3/4 of the entire drawing. This is ugly. I believe in a past recording, because I do retakes, I said this looked sinful. It was sinful to have liked this. This is ugly. I hate it. There is no word that I can come up with that describes how disappointed I was to have liked this. But I digress. I put it away. I cope saying that the banner cuts off the worst part. Fine. Oh, I don't want to close that. Be me. A couple hours ago, right? Yesterday, 25th. And I sit down to start something new. Can't hole up here the entire time, even if I hated it. I can't not do something. And I just can't start something new at all. Knowing that my banner on Instagram is something that I deem so ugly. And so I watch videos, cynic videos, speed paint. I watch speed paints. I find a bunch of references. I find the female plane sculpture in order to better know where to do shadows and stuff. I spend all that time and I gather all the knowledge I have every Marco Bucci video I've ever watched, and commit myself to just hours straight sitting in this chair into the night and recoloring this, just recoloring it. And into the night. I mean, it's 5 in the morning right now. So I started on the 25th. It's 26th. Guess why I'm up so late. And now I'm here, wondering if this is actually any better. I'm not sure. I'm only sure of 3 things. 1, I'm overly harsh on myself in every single thing I do, and I'm never satisfied with anything I do. Liking art is so weird for me because I rarely ever do like art, like my art, for very long. 2, I've just spent 8 hours straight looking at this piece. There is nothing I can do right now that isn't unbiased. And 3, I know I want this to be better. I want the left side to be better so much. I don't think I can get an objective take on this. So I'm asking you guys if you could give me any evaluation. But before we do that, let's look at the whole thing. So what did I change? Actually, a comparison side by side actually be better. So one thing I think you can notice right away is that there are actually real brush strokes. There are actual brush strokes. They're not just geometric cutouts, ugly, formless geometric cutouts. There are parts that I've blended. There are parts that you can clearly see brush strokes. There aren't many parts that look like cell shading. 2, the line has changed drastically. The line is much thicker, much darker. It even gets thicker and darker as we get towards the bottom. There are full black areas. The face has changed quite drastically as well. It actually looks like she actually looks down on you. The color choices have changed. And the bounce lighting isn't just one area for some reason. I don't know why I only did one area over here and did nowhere else. I think the best part you can look at to actually see the difference is here and here, the stomach region, the midriff. Because you can tell that on one side, there's, even if you don't think it's good, even if you think it looks ugly, there's effort. There's real effort there. And you can look on the right and you can see laziness. Disgusting, content, laziness. Garbage. Utter garbage. No effort is garbage. Something this shitty is garbage. This is garbage. Effort, a true attempt, and pure laziness. Anyway, but let's look at the pants, because the pants was the clear problem here. It's not great. I'm trying to ensure that I'm remaining biased and I'm just not shitting on myself. I don't think it's great. It's better, though. And the reason why it's better is because it's not this. It's not random folds, random tapers, random crunches of clothing that don't make any sense. And there's some level of blending that's not just giant polygonal lasso cutouts. There's a real attempt here. It may look bad. It may still take up 3/4 of the fucking piece. It may not look amazing. Loki's still kind of ugly. But 1, I'm recognizing it beforehand. And 2, it looks better. It's not this. It's not this. What is this? What is this? It's not this. So, let's look at this now. I don't want to look at the other piece anymore. I just don't want to look at it. The only problem I have with this piece is I still have not gotten rid of this red smudge. I've noticed this from multiple takes now. Dear. I need to get rid of that. But I really hope it's better. So, that's the video. That's my evaluation. I think there are a couple mistakes. I think, again, the pants could be a lot better. I think some of the clothes folds here could be a little bit more thought out. I thought this made sense. I thought the jacket would curl up before the hand was larger. I actually do think this hand is drawn better. I just don't think the arm is drawn that great. It's still very square-like, so I made it out. But I didn't need to redraw the hand. I should have just connected this hand to this arm. because at the time it felt like the thumb would nudge up the clothing and I didn't account for it. Regardless, there are issues. The pants are still a problem. I think I could do better on the coloring. I do like the bounce lighting on certain areas. But I now want your assistance. First off, what do you think is better? Am I going crazy? Is this actually any better? Are they the same exact quality? Do you think there are some changes you would have kept? Personally, I wish I kept the hair. I like this hair a tad bit more. But hey, can't be perfect. Second, I lost my train of thought. Regardless, if you can, please give me critiques. I would love it. I don't want to feel like I'm asking for, comments and stuff. So if you want, you go to my Instagram. Don't follow anything. Just click on my story and vote top or bottom, and that's it. I really just want to improve. So thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this. Thank you if you do comment, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I want to improve. I want to prove that I really want to improve. And I'm still making these videos because I want to make these videos. I'm trying to make 12 videos a year. I'm trying to make it 12 videos in this year. It was supposed to be once a month. It's now March and I haven't uploaded January or February. So I have some catching up to do. But I don't intend on failing my New Year's resolutions this year. So once again, thank you. Have a great day. Take good care. Bye-bye.